starts with breaking news.
Breaking right now at noon, the Allegheny County Health Department just releasing an update on coronavirus cases. 31 new cases have been reported since yesterday, bringing the total to more than 1,700 since the first case was reported in our county on March 14th. There are no additional deaths. The State Health Department just released its report, and there are 980 new cases with 102 additional deaths reported since yesterday. The total number of cases is now more than 65,000 statewide. Breaking right now, Senator Bob Casey leading the charge on how nursing homes will move forward. He unveiled his proposal to stop the spread of the virus in nursing homes during a special hearing in D.C. this morning. Here in our state, Senator Casey has spearheaded efforts to release data from individual nursing homes. He believes families, the healthcare workers, and the community deserves to be in the loop.
The word hero definitely applies to these healthcare workers. They need, I believe, simply more leadership out of the administration and Congress, and more help. They don't need pats on the back only. And
Senator Casey's bill provides $20 billion in funding to nursing homes for testing and more PPE. Tomorrow, big day for Beaver County, moves into the yellow phase of reopening. The county is a week behind the rest of our region because of the high number of COVID cases at Brighton Rehab. And bars and restaurants say they are ready for guests to dine in, but that can't happen, of course, until we are in the green phase. Mayor Bill Peduto says our restaurants are in danger and calls this next month critical. But the mayor believes if we establish outdoor seating now, this could save them. He mentioned blocking off streets in neighborhoods like Shadyside and Lawrenceville. And Mayor Peduto says it would be up to each neighborhood association to choose which streets would work best. Mayor Peduto says his office has spoken with a half dozen neighborhoods about temporarily blocking off streets in some areas. And again, this plan is still early on, but we will certainly keep you posted on how it plays out. Rusty's Pittsburgh Sports Bar in Castle Shannon just had their liquor license suspended. The owner told Channel 11 he was following the governor's guidelines. He was offering to-go service and not letting anyone inside. But according to the Liquor Control Enforcement Bureau, on 2 dates, they were in violation. And the bar's license will be suspended until they decide to lift it or when the governor moves to have all restaurants and bars into the green phase. Meanwhile, Governor Wolf said he will sign a bill tomorrow allowing cocktails to go. The bill will allow bars and restaurants that have lost more than a quarter of their business because of COVID-19 to sell mixed drinks up to 64 ounces. The governor wasn't in favor of this, but he is signing it because of overwhelming support from lawmakers. To the airport now, the TSA is rolling out changes to try to slow the spread of COVID-19. They include the obvious, social distancing and face masks, but there's more they want you to do before getting to the checkpoint. Channel 11's Mike Holden breaks down the new rules.
Expect a number of changes the next time you fly out right here at Pittsburgh International Airport. The TSA is rolling out new guidelines that they believe will protect you and your loved ones. Pittsburgh International was a ghost town. The airport was eerily empty today. However, TSA officials are preparing for increased travel in the weeks ahead as summer ramps up and COVID-19 restrictions are loosened in each state. TSA, though, is not taking any chances. They released a number of measures to reduce potential cross-contamination at security checkpoints. Some have started, more will be added in the weeks ahead, and here's a look. Boarding passes. Travelers should hold on to their boarding passes and scan the pass themselves to avoid additional contact with the agent. Separate food for x-ray screening. You should put carry-on food in clear plastic bags and into the bin to prevent food from triggering alarms. Hand sanitizer. TSA will now allow travelers to carry on 1 hand sanitizer up to 12 ounces per passenger. Social distancing will continue and mask wearing is encouraged. And finally, arrive early. As the COVID-19 pandemic has drastically impacted staffing and operations, there could be potential delays despite a much smaller volume of travelers.
It's a good idea. People should be allowed to take, hand sanitizer and make sure they're safe. It's a good thing, safety first, that's always good.
Whatever it takes to keep people safe. I know those guys are doing the best they can. It's at the end of the day, everybody wants to get to where they're going safely. So.
And those additional COVID-19 TSA guidelines will take effect in mid-June. We're now working to talk with TSA about their take on the measures, their advice to travelers, and how folks here are adapting. That's all for Channel 11 News starting at 5 o'clock tonight. Reporting from Pittsburgh International Airport, Mike Holden, Channel 11 News.
Thank you. Stay with us right now because there may be social distancing at the checkpoint, but check out this crowded plane at Pittsburgh International. Why travel agents and the airline say there was no way around this. We'll have that story ahead in our next 20 minutes. Allegheny County election officials are responding to criticism this afternoon after a decision to consolidate polling locations for next month's primary. They said it's intended to encourage the greatest number of voters while keeping everyone safe. Now, here's the breakdown. Typically, there are 1,300 polling locations in the county, but for the June 2nd primary, it's just 416. Postcards will be sent out to your home in the coming week to let you know where to go vote because it may be different than usual. And members of the county Republican Party call it a flawed plan that was risking voter safety. The governor is still encouraging mail-in voting. If you do head to the polls, election officials say all workers will be in masks, gloves, and have plenty of hand sanitizer. You'll also see blue tape on the floor. Follow that for social distancing. And you're also encouraged to bring your own pen for paper ballots. To the economy now, more than 2.4 million Americans filed for unemployment benefits last week. This marks the 7th week of actually declining first-time claims since the record peak of 6.9 million back in late March. Since the economy shut down, nearly 39 million people have filed for first-time unemployment.
Last Thursday, my test came back clear. That's incredible.
Relief and rejoicing. That's how some members of our community are finally feeling this afternoon after COVID-19 testing arrived in their neighborhood. For weeks, we've been highlighting the frustration in Pittsburgh's underserved communities. Channel 11's Michelle Newell shows us the testing they're now getting access to.
I always have to worry because I don't know what she's walking into.
Keith McBroom's wife is a nurse working on the front lines of this pandemic.
COVID is killing people. Let's get some help while we can.
The African-American community has been hit hard during the pandemic, mostly due to lack of resources, but progress is being made in the most vulnerable communities of Allegheny County.
Last Thursday, my test came back clear. That's incredible.
McGroom received his free COVID-19 test at this Homewood Primary Care Health Services location. He says his family has been tested for COVID-19 too.
I have 8 children, 36 grandchildren, 2 great-grandchildren. I have a legacy.
COVID-19 help in communities like this is the direct result of a task force that includes black elected officials, federally qualified health centers like Primary Care Health Services, the Allegheny Health Network, and so many others.
I think the biggest thing that we've been able to do is, first off, opening our testing in Braddock and in the north side. And then secondly, and most exciting, is our mobile testing van, which we started last week and are bringing to the Hill District tomorrow.
Pennsylvania State Representative Ed Gainey and his team are happy with the progress.
I want to thank everybody who was a part of this because this is what makes the city number one when we work together in this capacity.
Gainey is also taking his own personal time to help child care centers and seniors with these care packages in his district.
We've been taking around care packages so that they have disinfectant, they have masks.
Michelle Newell for Channel 11 News.
Again, the Allegheny Health Network mobile unit will be in the Hill District. You do have to make an appointment. We've put all that information for you at WPXI.com. Again, we know there is so much to keep up with, so we want to make sure you do have the latest information anytime you need it. So we've devoted an entire section of our website to making sure your family has all the tools you need to stay safe and also prepare for what's next. Just click on the Stay Informed story at WPXI.com. A Westmoreland County family is safe this afternoon after their home caught on fire early this morning. We covered this live on Channel 11 Morning News. A terrible scene for this family along Kecksburg Road in Mount Pleasant Township. Tons of smoke coming out of the home when our crew got there. And the fire chief told us it started in a fire pit on the back deck. And the flames then spread to the walls of the house, climbed up the roof, and as you can see, caused the roof to collapse. The owner and his son got out safely. And heartbreak for a local family after a little boy was pulled from the Ohio River in Beaver County. Tonight, the community will come together to show their support. The 10-year-old had been missing since Monday, and firefighters say they knew right away when they found him. The boy's name has not been released. A vigil is planned for tonight at 6 at the gazebo on 11th Street in Ambridge. A new tip in a 2-year missing persons case has led police to a house in Westmoreland County. Investigators are continuing their search today for a missing mother. Police are focused on a wooded area in Unity Township in their search for Cassandra Gross. It's a couple hundred yards from her estranged boyfriend's mother's house. Gross disappeared in April of 2018, and her body was never found. Her family had her declared legally dead, and the case was ruled a homicide. But no one's ever been charged in her disappearance. Now, this is Thomas Stanko. He remains in jail on unrelated charges. A state of emergency up in Michigan. Look at this devastation. 10,000 people have been forced to evacuate their homes in the central part of the state after 2 dams failed and caused this massive flooding. Downriver, homes and cars are just underwater, and Dow Chemical is activating their emergency plan at one of their plants on the riverbank. Officials in Midland are now trying to balance safety with social distancing at a school building that's turned into a shelter. Sun and clouds for us right now. Severe Weather Team 11 meteorologist Scott Harbaugh joins us live at home with a look at the next 24 hours. Hey there, Scott.
Hey, Catherine. More sun the farther north you go, more clouds the farther south you go. Right in between in Pittsburgh, 66 degrees. Live look at tower cam, mostly sunny skies. There's the visible satellite. Notice how thick that cloud cover is once you get into Greene County, Monongalia County, and Preston County. And that's where it's been raining much of the morning, right along the Mason-Dixon line. Now, this is all backing to the west-northwest, so Pittsburgh area this afternoon, good deal of sunshine and temperatures pushing into the 70s this afternoon. Eventually, some of that rain works its way off to the north. I'm putting together a new storm tracker right now to show you when you'll see rain in your area and how much of the weekend is going to be wet. Have that for you coming up in just a few minutes.
Scott, we'll see you soon. New at noon, a big update here. Actress Lori Loughlin and her husband plan to plead guilty to conspiracy charges in the college admissions scandal. Authorities accuse the couple of agreeing to pay $500,000 in bribes to have their daughters pose as recruits for the college crew team. Loughlin will serve 2 months in prison, while her husband serves 5 months.
It's nice to actually be able to get out and do something and have a cold beer in a chair.
Ready to gamble? How local casinos are making sure you're safe when you finally get the green light to reopen. And while some business owners are fighting the state to reopen, others that can open are staying shut. We're finding out why their doors are still closed.
Channel 11 News and NBC Nightly News with Lester Holt.
We're a team you can count on to cover stories that impact your life,
whether it's across the street or around the world.
Channel 11 News at 6.
And NBC Nightly News at 6:30.
You're streaming WPXI now. Channel 11 expands its streaming live newscasts. When other stations are national, Channel 11 News is local, right here at 7 a.m. and 7 p.m. on WPXI Now. Make sure you know everything happening in the morning. Watch Channel 11 Morning News.
Welcome back on this Thursday afternoon. Tomorrow marks 2 weeks since the first Pennsylvania counties entered the yellow phase of reopening, and at least one county just saw a spike in cases. On Wednesday, Erie County reported 17 new cases, and that set a record for the biggest one-day total in that county. County officials say they're not surprised.
The stay-at-home order being ended and people being out and about, and this would be about the time frame that we knew we would see some higher numbers.
And the goal now is to make sure these spikes don't keep happening. Officials are urging everyone to continue following social distancing guidelines. Most Americans say they are worried about a second wave of the virus. A new poll out found 83% of Americans are somewhat concerned that lifting restrictions will cause more people to get sick, and 54% say they were very concerned. Allegheny County officials say it is too soon to tell if moving into the yellow phase here has led to more cases of the coronavirus. We've only been in it for less than a week, and they say it really takes about 10 to 14 days to know if we've seen an uptick. Big box stores in our region are slowly getting back to business. Some are offering curbside pickup, others opening their doors. But one national chain is not. TJ Maxx stores, which includes Marshalls and Home Goods. Channel 11's Amy Hudak explains why.
The parking lots at local malls are barren.
Mixed feelings. I think we all are excited to get back to things, but at the same time, a little leery,
Despite the governor saying they could reopen, mall anchor stores like Macy's and Nordstrom are locked.
I think people have just had enough.
Simon Property Group, the owner of the Ross Park Mall and South Hills Village Mall, says they're remaining closed for the safety of shoppers, employees, and the community. Home Goods, Marshalls, and TJ Maxx are also choosing to stay closed. The CEO of TJX, the parent company of those stores, took a pay cut and furloughed workers, saying the company is prioritizing the health and well-being of our associates, customers, and the communities we serve. At the Tanger outlets in Washington County, only about a dozen of the outlets' 75 stores are open, surprising some. We talked to businesses, small and large, who say they're not reopening yet because their employees don't feel safe working in the climate. Some shoppers agree.
I think overall, I'm a little bit surprised that that so many stores are opening. I kind of felt it was a little premature.
With some big box stores like Bed Bath & Beyond and JCPenney closed, shoppers are staying local.
We've been trying the whole time, whether it's takeout or curbside.
The mom and pop stores are probably the fabric, of the community. These big corporations, they can probably be on payroll for a while, but the small stores, they cannot.
Amy Hudak, Channel 11 News.
The state has issued coronavirus health guidelines for casinos like the Meadows and Rivers. It's a long list of changes. First off, everyone must wear masks. No one with a fever will be allowed inside. There will be hand sanitizing stations and floor markings for social distancing. Other states like Louisiana reopened casinos this week.
Still nice and quiet enough to enjoy a cold beverage and have a conversation to catch up with someone other than on the telephone.
And there will also be plexiglass between the slot machines. The chips for the table games will be cleaned every day, and poker rooms will not be allowed to open. Victoria's Secret plans to permanently close about 250 stores in the U.S. and Canada this year. Parent company L Brands says 50 Bath & Body Works stores will also be shutting their doors. Their sales fell nearly 40% in the first quarter, since most of their stores have been closed since mid-March. The company does expect the majority of their stores to reopen by the end of July.
Your severe weather Team 11 forecast.
Now, most of the area has a fair amount of sunshine this afternoon, including I-79 at Carnegie, live on our PennDOT cameras right now. Matter of fact, from Pittsburgh on north, it's pretty much blue skies right now. The farther south you go, a little more cloud cover, but even Kerwin Heights right now, as you head southwest to Pittsburgh down towards Kerwin Heights, Scott Township, Bridgeville, still a fair amount of sunshine. Temperatures right now, wide array of temperatures, 66 degrees in Pittsburgh, 66 in Butler, 68 in Beaver. But look at Morgantown, only 56 degrees right now because of cloud cover and a lot of rain. Morgantown has seen rain much of the morning. And if you've been with us throughout the week, we've been telling you on Channel 11 Morning News almost every day this week, chance of rain farther south you go, better conditions farther north you go. Folks along the I-80 corridor haven't seen rain in days. Folks down near Morgantown, seems like the rain just won't stop. Here it is in motion right now, pushing to the northwest, to the northern fringe right now, near Uniontown, near Waynesburg, and approaching Brownsville. This will continue to slowly meander to the northwest. Most of the area will be dry during the day today, but anywhere south of I-70, you could catch a quick shower. Most of the area, at least 13 dry daylight hours today. I know a lot of folks still trying to spend as much time as possible outside during the daylight hours. So 3 out of the next 4 days look fantastic. The only one suspect tomorrow, 8 dry hours. I do think there'll be plenty of time to get outside during the day tomorrow, but scattered showers and storms from time to time. When I get the kids out the door today, partly sunny skies, 73 degrees at 2 this afternoon. By the time we get to 6 p.m., temperature of 68 degrees. On and off showers tonight, especially late tonight, 57 for the overnight low, then 71 tomorrow. A couple of degrees cooler tomorrow than today simply because of more cloud cover, scattered showers, and a couple rumbles of thunder. Here's Storm Tracker tomorrow morning. Notice the rain starts to fill in during the morning hours. Then as we hit the afternoon, pockets of yellow and orange start to develop. So there will be a couple spots that pick up a thunderstorm or two, especially during the afternoon and early evening before this really begins to fade away by about 11 o'clock tomorrow night, setting us up for a pretty decent weekend. Now, thunderstorm chances tomorrow pretty much from the Route 422 corridor on south. Not expecting any sort of widespread severe weather. And 90% of the holiday weekend will be dry. That means isolated showers and storms possible over the weekend. Saturday, 76. Sunday, 80 degrees, but the bulk of the daylight hours perfectly rain-free. Memorial Day itself, warm and muggy and a high temperature of 82 degrees. So a nice warm-up for the weekend. Overnight lows, though, in the 60s means it's going to be a little muggy this weekend. Putting together a graphic right now to talk about the increase in humidity for the weekend. I'll have that for you coming up next half hour.
See you soon, Scott. Thank you so much. Still to come this afternoon, why working from home may be hurting your eyes and what you can do to ease that strain. Plus, crowded planes. Certainly the opposite of social distancing. This is a plane at Pittsburgh International. Why travel agents say there was no way around it.
Channel 11 Morning News is committed to covering the reopening of our area, bringing you what's happening now.
Most of southwestern PA has stepped into the next stage of reopening.
What's new?
Here are a few things that you can do starting today.
Stores that have closed for months, they can reopen.
Lots of new policies in place when it comes to sanitizing, cleaning.
And what's next, with experts weighing in.
Just a few days ago, we asked people how they felt about entering the yellow phase.
Count on Channel 11 Morning News for live coverage every morning.
Watch Channel 11 News at 6.
Followed by NBC Nightly News at 6:30.
Welcome back this afternoon. Check out these photos a viewer sent to us from a packed Allegiant flight Monday morning at Pittsburgh International. Now, Allegiant says they try to space out when they can, but it's not always possible. A local travel agent says there aren't a lot of flights right now, so these seats fill up fast, and it's also jacking up the ticket price.
I think it's going to take some time for the airlift to catch up with the demand because so many flights have been canceled or suspended.
If you do have to travel out of Pittsburgh International, there are new safety features, including plastic barriers and UV floor scrubbers. A virtual school board meeting was Zoom bombed. We've told you about this before. That's when people crash your Zoom meeting, and this time an X-rated picture appeared during the Leechburg area school board meeting. About 40 people were in the group at the time, and the school board president told our True partners they will look into having people register when entering the meeting in the future. New college graduates were all set to enter the best job market in 50 years. But of course, that all changed when the pandemic hit. And within the last year, the national unemployment rate has risen from just 3.7% to 14.7%. And the jobless rate for college students even higher, right there at 25.7%. And the travel and service industries and government and university jobs will have the slowest recovery. We're learning this afternoon how a little luck and a lot of planning is helping one UPMC surgical team save a record number of lives during the pandemic. Plus, a local group of nursing homes has no coronavirus cases. What they say are the keys to keeping their case count at 0.
And I'm using Storm Tracker to pinpoint where the holiday weekend is going to start just a little bit wet.
Every candidate, every voice, every vote matters. From the campaign trail to your backyard, we're talking to the candidates about the big issues and to the voters who will decide the election. Channel 11 News, Decision 2020 coverage you can count on. WPXI Now. When a major story breaks, this is where you'll find 24-hour coverage. From the Channel 11 newsroom to our crews live in the field, we'll bring you the information you need right now. WPXI Now. Always on when you want the latest on breaking news.
Nobody can read between the lines like Judge Judy.
Welcome back. Before we get to our next story, have to hop in here with some breaking news. State police just confirming items of interest have been found in the search for a missing Westmoreland County mother. Channel 11 was the first to tell you about the renewed search for Cassandra Gross. She disappeared 2 years ago last month, and a judge declared her legally dead. Her estranged boyfriend, Thomas Stanko, has been in jail on unrelated charges ever since. Investigators are now focused on a burn pit on his mother's property. Much more tonight at 5, and keep your Channel 11 News app close by before then. Also breaking right now, we have been sifting through the state health department update on coronavirus cases. In our area, a big jump in Allegheny County with 31 new cases since yesterday. In Westmoreland County, 2 new cases, and just 1 new case in Butler. There are no new cases reported in Beaver, Fayette, and Washington counties. We have all the county cases scrolling at the bottom of your screen. Earlier this week, the state released a breakdown of COVID cases at long-term care facilities. The grim report includes 383 cases and 76 deaths just at Brighton Rehab in Beaver County. But, we also want to talk about the local nursing homes that had 0 cases of COVID-19. Channel 11's Amy Marcinkowitz found out how they've been able to have so much success.
Quality Life Services runs 17 different homes in 8 different counties and has not had 1 patient test positive for COVID-19. The company says transparency is key.
To put it mildly, it certainly has been a challenge, as it has been for many, many people out there. But being in the nursing home business, we certainly are at the epicenter of the COVID-19 crisis.
1, 2, 3 o'clock, 4 o'clock. Even in the epicenter during this pandemic, residents at this Quality Life nursing home are rocking out. Quarantine 2020 can't stop the fun. A big factor, not 1 patient has come down with COVID-19. In all of their facilities, 10 nursing homes, 7 personal care homes, not 1 COVID-related death, not 1 patient with the virus. Weeks before the state mandated anything, these centers stopped all visitations, began testing employees twice a day, and taking patient temperatures and oxygen rates multiple times a day.
I think communication and transparency are really the keys for us to navigating our way through this.
They also took to the internet, set up a COVID-19 tracking system, listing all facilities, putting real-time numbers from each facility out on the virus, updated it every day.
You really can't relax, though. There's a comfort level that we can take care of this going forward. But it's a real challenge.
No positive cases in clients in more than 9 weeks. Remarkable, officials say, when you think of the numbers: 1,300 clients, 1,500 staff members. Amy Marcinkowitz, Channel 11 News.
Very happy to bring you that story this afternoon. Your time, 12:32. It has been almost a week since we entered the yellow phase, and the Greater Pittsburgh Community Food Bank says their response to the pandemic really remains the same. They've packed the trunks of nearly 1,000 families yesterday at Pittsburgh International Airport, and organizers say it's a great location for people to get help.
We've got space, and we're really looking for anything we can do to help out in the community, whether it's parking airplanes for the industry or helping people distribute food more safely and efficiently here in the parking lots.
They've now used the airport 3 times, and if you need food tomorrow, there's another event at PPG Paints Arena. The coronavirus has certainly left its mark on our country's healthcare system, including a drastic decline in the number of transplants performed over the last 8 weeks. But at UPMC, it was a much different story, and we found out why. Joshua Charchet's music therapy is emotional to watch. That's his wife Laura off camera singing along as Josh recovers from a double lung transplant at UPMC. For the past 2 years, he has struggled with 3 rare conditions, and by February, his only option was a transplant. But then COVID-19 hit.
I can't even separate the two, like the pandemic and Josh's transplant.
Josh's health was rapidly declining, and in early March, there were still a lot of questions about the virus. Could the donor organ be infected? Would UPMC's transplant team have to travel into a hotspot?
One of the doctors here says that he would be willing to go to New York City for Josh. And I said, oh, my goodness.
By April, Dr. Pablo Sanchez, UPMC's surgical director for lung transplant, said they found a donor. But then at the last second, that donor had a COVID scare, and it was now or never.
And we talked to Josh about it. I said, okay, are you okay with this risk? And I said, well, and he understood that he was dying.
Josh's transplant team came up with a detailed safety plan, and the surgery was a success. And it put Josh in a small but fortunate group of people. A recent study by The Lancet found that transplants in the U.S. are down more than 51% since the COVID outbreak started. But UPMC managed to do a record 12 lung transplants in the month of April. Usually, it's about 6. So why the success? Well, Dr. Sanchez says luckily Western PA never turned into a hotspot, so they had open ICU beds. And other hospitals were passing on organs that UPMC's team had a strategy to handle.
6 weeks after he's going home, and if we hadn't made that decision, he'll probably be dead. So that's, he's 31 years old. So how unfair would be that?
And that's video from Tuesday. He just got home 48 hours ago. Dr. Sanchez says UPMC does not accept COVID-positive organs. He wanted to make that clear. In Josh's case, the donor was next to an infected patient the day before, but thankfully tested negative before the transplant. The CDC telling doctors to test newborns if their mom has COVID-19. Officials say babies are most likely exposed to the virus through respiratory droplets from their moms or the caregivers. CDC says doctors should presume exposed newborns have the infection. Let's head outside now. Sun and clouds and rain showers later today. Severe Weather Team 11 meteorologist Scott Harbaugh joins us live from home with the forecast.
Good morning, Catherine, or good afternoon, Catherine. Yeah, a lot of folks seen dry conditions today, those rain showers, primarily south of I-70 during the afternoon. We have sun-drenched skies in Pittsburgh, 66 degrees as we look live at Tower Cam. Southeast wind at 16. I've been getting some tweets, people saying, okay, enough of the wind. Wind will die down tonight and tomorrow. Matter of fact, hardly a breath of wind tomorrow or Saturday. There's that rain. South of I-70 continues to back to the northwest. Morgantown, you've been basically wet the entire morning. Some spotty showers for Waynesburg, renegade shower for Uniontown. And those clouds trying to push to the north during the course of the afternoon. I want to do some grilling later today. Temperatures upper 60s. Clouds will start to fill in, though. Those clouds eventually bringing rain showers. I'm going hour by hour with Storm Tracker coming up in about 15 minutes.
Scott, thank you. There is going to be a big vote this afternoon on the future of the old Civic Arena site. Mayor Bill Peduto is urging the Urban Redevelopment Authority to approve the plans. He calls it a critical next step on a long-promised plan to transform 28 acres in the Lower Hill District. The board delayed the vote last week. We told you Councilman Daniel Lavelle asked for more time to make sure the plans fall in line with the community's needs. But that delay caused the Penguins to pull out of the proposal. However, sources within the city tell Channel 11 they are still confident the team will once again be a part of the process after today's vote. Tracking down patient zero, what contact tracing really means and why it's crucial to getting us back to normal. First, coronavirus tests are flooding the market, but how do we know if they're accurate? We're getting an inside look at the FDA's approval process.
As local communities work to get back to business, Channel 11 News will continue to be on the front lines with what is happening now, with experts answering questions about our local economy.
Emergency federal funds heading to Pennsylvania schools with a team of reporters every day covering every aspect as we get back to business.
I spoke with the mayor today, and he delivered a message to everyone set to return.
The next steps are crucial, and you can count on us to sort out the details every day on Channel 11 News at 5 and 6.
severe weather coverage where you live.
On Channel 11 News.
Welcome back. Your time 12:40. It seems like new coronavirus tests are coming out pretty much every week now. But what's being done to make sure they actually work? Hundreds of companies are racing to make tests that either find out if someone has or had COVID-19. The FDA has approved more than 100 tests so far. That includes 12 antibody tests that show if someone was infected and recovered. There are 91 approved tests that involve swabbing the back of your nasal passage. And we were on an FDA call where there were some questions about the approval process.
I'm asking for the specific elements that you all are looking at that allow that designation of moderate complexity.
This month, the FDA also approved the first COVID-19 antigen test, and that is a new kind of test that gives results much faster. You're probably hearing the term contact tracing a lot lately, so let's talk about what that really means. Basically, it's trying to find the chain of infection. Take a listen.
Let's say there was a rideshare driver who was sick with COVID-19. And you wanted to do contact tracing for everybody who was in that person's car. Wow, so it's difficult work.
Important but hard. Local and state officials are using a special app and looking at Bluetooth technology to help track infected people and who they come into contact with. But some experts are not sold on it.
I'm worried that that will not restore confidence because it depends too much on trust in authorities.
But the state health department says it works and helps prevent hotspots. Why working from home may be hurting your eyes and what you can do to ease that strain.
Plus showers across the area this afternoon south of Pittsburgh. I'll show you when they'll make it into the rest of the area.
Channel 11 Morning News is committed to covering the reopening of our area.
Here are a few things that you can do starting today.
Bringing you what's next with experts weighing in.
Just a few days ago, we asked people how they felt about entering the yellow phase.
Count on Channel 11 News every morning.
Channel 11 covers weather everywhere you live.
And we have the experience to get it right.
We know the unique weather patterns across our neighborhoods.
That's why it can be raining in Beaver County,
while it's dry in Westmoreland County.
Weather coverage you can count on.
Channel 11 News 11 at 11. 11 minutes of news and weather before the first commercial.
With so many people working from home these days, we are staring at our computer screens now more than ever, and that can be hard on our eyes. Channel 11's Joe Arena spoke to a local doctor about what we can do to ease the pain.
If you're teleworking like millions of Americans are, then you've probably noticed some discomfort. Dry eyes, headaches, and difficulty concentrating are some of the biggest complaints over the last 2 months.
Very common, and you think that in reality we're probably spending about twice as much time on our computers that we did before. So all these things are much more common than they typically were, and we see them every day.
UPMC's assistant professor of ophthalmology, Dr. Scott Drexler, says these are natural side effects for many people these days. But there are some easy solutions to these problems, such as the 20-20-20 rule. If you're stuck in front of your computer for hours at a time, take breaks and focus on something for at least 20 seconds that's much further away than your screen.
What that effectively does is it forces your focusing mechanism to relax. It forces you to blink, which is one of the big things we have to pay attention to. And it also forces you to readjust your posture.
And another thing you can do, which is actually pretty affordable, is get a pair of these blue blocker glasses. I got these online for about $7. Here's how they work. When you put them on, slide them over your eyes and look at the screen. They cut down on the amount of blue light coming from the screen. These can protect your eyes from that glare and can help reduce potential damage to your retina.
Dr. Drexler says you can also minimize eye strain by paying attention to the brightness in the room where you're working and the brightness setting on your computer.
Typically, you want to have a dimmer light, but not too dark. And I think more important than your ambient light is to make sure that your screen brightness matches your ambient light brightness.
Finally, don't forget about the kids. Many of them are staring into tablets and computers more than ever these days as well. But unlike us, it's hard for a child to know when they're doing harm to their eyes.
So it's important for us to kind of pay attention to what they're doing, watch the kids, make sure they take frequent breaks. Every 20 minutes, no, but even if a kid they're doing their schoolwork, every hour, step away. You know, walk outside, get out in the sunlight, get a little bit more vitamin D.
In Pittsburgh, Joe Arena, Channel 11 News.
Your severe weather Team 11 forecast.
Now, rain showers trying to creep off to the north this afternoon, although very slowly. Live storm tracker Doppler 11 radar noticed the rain showers south of I-70 right now, primarily Morgantown, Waynesburg, Uniontown. You're picking up a couple of sprinkles, as is Connellsville. This has been the drill the last couple of days. The farther south you go, the more rain. The farther north you go, the more sunshine we've been seeing. And all this moisture continues to back to the northwest. Flooding still a concern in much of central and southeastern Ohio because of the repeated rainfall. Look at the difference in the temperatures because of the rain to the south. It is 70 right now in Beaver. It's 66 in Pittsburgh, 67 in Kittanning. Head down toward Morgantown. Only 56 degrees right now because of the clouds and the showers. Washington currently at 68 degrees. This afternoon, getting the pups out for a walk. They're going to love this stuff. Nice little breeze for them. Temperature 73 degrees at 2 o'clock, 68 by 8 o'clock this evening. Now, wind today, not as gusty as it has been, but still pretty steady stream. East-southeast at 15 to 20 miles per hour today. Tonight, off and on showers will drop down to 57, and then tomorrow, scattered showers. Could be a couple thunderstorms, especially second half of the day, and a high temperature back to 71 degrees. It is not going to rain all day tomorrow. Notice it's 7 tomorrow morning. The white is the cloud cover. The green is the rain. So we do have those pockets of rain across the area that actually become a little more widespread by mid to late morning. And then as we go through the course of the afternoon, notice some areas of yellow and orange starting to pop up. Scattered showers, a couple rumbles of thunder possible during the day tomorrow. By 7 o'clock tomorrow evening, notice they're still hit and miss, a little red up near Clarion, also over towards Brookville and then near Indiana as well. So thunderstorm possible on a spot or two until they wind down tomorrow evening, and then we're fairly quiet overnight tomorrow night into Saturday. Best chance of thunderstorms tomorrow, primarily Route 422 corridor on south. Not expecting any sort of widespread severe weather whatsoever. Run-of-the-mill thunderstorms and scattered showers during the day tomorrow. Then the humidity begins the uptick over the weekend and right into the middle of next week. Dew points in the 60s, mid to upper 60s by the end of the weekend into the first part of next week. So that muggy, humid feel starting to come back over this weekend. Weekend always in view. Saturday, 76 degrees with an isolated thunderstorm. Sunday, up to 80, and I think you'll notice the mugginess by the time we get to Sunday. Bulk of the holiday weekend daylight hours are going to be dry. Got to leave for an isolated storm from time to time, with Monday easily being the warmest day of the bunch and probably the most humid day of the bunch, too, with a high temperature near 82 degrees. Catherine?
Normally in these kind of situations, customers are left with nothing.
How the founding family of Levin Furniture is one step closer to, quote, making it right for people affected by the current owner's bankruptcy. First, here is Lisa Robertson with today's Steals and Deals.
Hi, I'm Lisa Robertson here with Local Steals and Deals, where we have great finds, and today, an amazing guest. This is a skincare line called Skin Nation, and Michelle Stafford is joining us. She is an Emmy Award-winning actress from The Young and the Restless. Hi, Michelle.
Hi, thanks for having me.
Thank you so much for being here. Now, I think everyone knows you're on camera work, obviously, but they probably don't know what really got you started in creating your own skincare line.
Yeah, my sister was diagnosed with stage 3 breast cancer, and it just prompted me to find, a good skincare line that didn't have toxins, find something that was clean and natural for the skin, but also effective. So I just decided to create my own line.
Well, this is all 5 pieces, so you're getting the whole line. You have the Refresh Face Wash, the Super C Serum, the Renew Face Moisturizer, Rejuvenating Eye Gel, the Magic Mask, and you've really put a multi-prong approach into the skincare, right, Michelle?
Yes. In fact, all 5 of these formulas are new in our ocean-friendly packaging. And these products actually work together. Like, the Super C Serum is enhanced by the Renew Face Cream. They all work together. It was purposely put together like that. I worked very, very closely with our chemist.
And I know that with your chemist, you actually brought in kind of super active ingredients that are cutting edge and not even used by other skincare lines yet.
Yeah. It was real important to me, not only that our product was natural and good for your body, but also it had to work.
Well, this is an amazing offer because Michelle is doing something for us that she's never done before. That is offering the entire line at 20% off. You can find all 5 of these pieces, this amazing Skin Nation skincare line, on localsteals.com. It is just one of the many great ideas you're going to find there, and I know you're going to want to try it.
Coronavirus can't keep this local teacher from her students. Reading, teaching, and making crafts online. She's finding ways to connect while staying apart.
It's really touching to see someone else care about your child.
Coming together in a time of crisis makes us proud to be from Pittsburgh.
Proud to be from Pittsburgh. Brought to you by your local Honda dealers. Great cars, great people. For a great deal on a Honda, visit shophonda.com. Pittsburgh's chief meteorologist, Stephen Cropper, tracking the weather in your neighborhood.
Welcome back. The man who helped build Levin Furniture is trying to save the family business again. Robert Levin tried to save Levin Furniture once 2 months ago, but the bid fell apart. Now he says it looks like he has a deal, and it's good news for thousands of customers who lost their deposits and their furniture, and he intends to make everything right.
We're going to give them an additional 20% credit towards buying the furniture that they ordered, or if they want to get some other furniture or new furniture substitute.
Sounds like a nice perk there. Levin says that as soon as they get control of the company again, information will be posted on the website for how customers can get that restitution. He says the bankruptcy court is expected to approve the deal in the next week or two. The State Game Commission wants people to be aware of increased bear sightings during this time of year. And we could actually be attracting the bears to our homes without even knowing it. So here's some advice. This video right here shows a bear just walking away with trash from a home in Cambria County. So the Game Commission says we shouldn't really be putting out our trash on the curb until the morning of pickup and put bird feeders away. Officials say trapping and relocating the bears does not harm them. But before calling the Game Commission about a bear, make the small changes we just talked about around the house first and see if that helps. Good luck. That's all for Channel 11 News at noon. Our next newscast is tonight at 5, and I'll see you tomorrow morning at 4:30. Have a good day.
News is happening in your neighborhood. Channel 11 News is there.
We're in McCandless, Cranberry, and Butler. We cover news everywhere you live, not just downtown. We're in Aliquippa, Coraopolis,